Okay, this is for Richard Paul Hobbs, for Prez at gmail.com. You spell that FORPRES at gmail.com. I'm officially running for president against Mr. Trump. I probably won't get any media or attention or anyone to hear me up in the upper part of the atmosphere, but maybe individual people will see me and know me and stand with me. And I don't expect to win this year, but I do intend to continue on this for 4.5 years. And I think I don't know who's going to win. Mr. Kim Clement said Mr. Trump will win and win and win and be impeached, and he was, and then he wouldn't succeed. But then Kim talks about how God will be laughing at this country and the world. And I don't know if I understand all of it. I do know that Mr. Trump has a stumbling block of pride and being around people of importance. And I've written him letters, asked him to be humble. I've tried to get him for 2.5 years to help me to get heat in my apartment in Yonkers, New York, in the Section 8 apartment. But my landlady, Mrs. McBain, has more power than the President of the United States, because while there's a swamp in Washington, there's a sewer in Yonkers, New York, and there's sewers all over the country, I think, in local political entities. And there are the rhinos who are Republicans, name only. And then there's the real Republicans, but I'm one of the few of them who are against slavery. And there's a Democrat Party which is completely for slavery. And they made sure there's slavery in Mexico and China and in much of the world. That's what's going on now. You got people working at slave labor wages in China. And God tried to use Mr. Trump to change that, and maybe he has, but the Chinese government is a totalitarian dictatorship run by Satan, by human beings who will kill you rather than talk to you if they have their way. They're like Herod. They're like any ruler, any brutal dictators in the past, except instead of being one person, it's an entity, it's a group, it's a political party. But it's the same thing. And in this country, it didn't take the Republicans very long to join all the Democrats in voting for $2 trillion of wasted money without ever finding out that vitamin C can cure the coronavirus. They don't want to find it out. They won't find it out. No matter what I do, I won't be able to get that word in edgewise, I don't think. But I'm not God, and I love whoever you are. I'm poor, and I'm going to be the first poor person to run on the Republican Party for president. And if I win, I'll make you assistant president, not vice president, assistant president. I have a platform. I have platforms which we have to get out. But because I'm alone by myself, and so far no one has joined me, even to agree with me that we should try to have a non-poor person in the government. Everyone involved in the government is not poor. Everyone involved in religion is not poor. Everyone involved in charity is not poor. It's all a bunch of scams, people taking advantage of other people, using an idea to make money. Some people accuse me of that, but I don't have any money. When I get things, I share them with others. But that's communism. I don't do it that way. I hope to be a vessel of the love of God, not human love. Human love is wicked. According to Jesus, and according to Moses, and according to the Quran, and according to the scriptures. We're supposed to be humble. Jesus is the Savior of the world. And we need to humble ourselves as Jesus did when he lived on this earth. And God the Father is also humble. You read below, you'll see what I have to say about how we can cure the coronavirus. And if you do that, you won't die from the coronavirus. And if you don't do it, you probably won't. And everyone, but There's no other solution that I'm aware of except vitamin C.